beauties, my name is Jan Benham, and today I'm going to talk about how I make lotions and creams which can be used for the body and face. Now, I started formulating cosmetics back in the 1980s because I was a clinical aromatherapist and I was concerned about the ingredients that were in lotions that you could buy at the time. These were basic lotions you could buy at Boots, and they were basically formulated from petrochemical ingredients. So I looked into making my own basic lotions and creams so I could add essential oils to a lotion. And you might say, well, why don't you just add your essential oils to an oil like most aromatherapists do? Well, in massage, yes, you would add essential oils to an oil. But for home treatment, some people just don't like applying an oil on a daily basis. The oil can get into the clothes, make the clothes smell rancid. So I came up with the idea of why don't we put the essential oils into a pure lotion, and lotion penetrates the skin much more quickly than a carrier oil, and it doesn't then leave a greasy stain everywhere on your body. Now, to make a cream or a lotion, you basically have a water component and you have an oil wax component, and they don't mix together, do they? So a water component, let's talk about those, is anything that's water soluble, like hyaluronic acid, I can never say that word properly, is water soluble. Distilled water, your floral waters like hydrolats and hydrosols, the pure ones I'm talking about, not floral waters from the health food store that usually have chemicals added. So I love to use cucumber water and rose hydrosol, for example, and there are many more floral waters that you can purchase. So that's the water component. So anything that is water soluble, so this is distilled water, for example. And I store everything in glass wherever I can. On the oil side, you've got your obviously oil. Now, fractionated coconut oil I like to use a lot of. It's like an MCT oil. But of course there's other oils, sweet almond oil, anything that is oil. And then you have your waxes, which go with the oil and wax, of course. So waxes, if you want a vegan options, you've got candelilla wax. Now these I wouldn't use necessarily in a face cream if I want a light lotion or a light lotion. But if I'm making a body cream or a foot cream, then it's nice to add a little bit of wax to make it a little thicker and also more protective of the skin. So this is candelilla wax, and it's from the candelilla plant. And then we also have canalba wax, which is another plant wax. You can also get berry wax, and also of course you can use beeswax. And then if you want to make your cream even richer, you could add butters such as shea butter or cocoa butter, depending on how thick you want your cream to be. Now, as I said, the oil and water do not mix, so we have to use, let me go and get it, emulsifiers. Now these are, you've got many different choices of emulsifiers, and I do talk about the different emulsifiers in other videos. But one of the first things I started with was Lilac wax, which is a white wax. And it's an all-in-one, so you don't have to go use a few different emulsifiers to get a complete one. So there are emulsifiers sometimes, like if you use Ceteref 20, which is not really a pure product, you have to mix it with something like stearic acid in order for it to work. And that's one of my favorites, is Lilac wax. And the other one, which is my absolute favorite, is olive oil avonate, which is made from olive oil and oats. And again, is an all-in-one. So you don't have to be pre-mixing other emulsifiers. You can use either or, and there are other emulsifiers out there. So olive oil avonate is my choice for a good skin cream for the face. It's got a real silky feeling on the face, on the skin. And then of course, if you make your cream and lotion, you will find within a week, usually just over a week, you might have some mold forming. So you do need to add some form of preservative. I started off by adding myrrh and benzoin because they were natural antifungal agents. But of course your creams all then start to smell of myrrh and benzoin. And again, I do have a video just on preservatives, and I will put that at the end of this video so you can look at it, or in the link below. And some preservatives here, and I do sell them in 30 ml sizes so people can try them. One of my first preservatives that I got was grapefruit seed extract. I find it works really, really well. There are different, there's some that are made for internal use, which are not as strong. This is made for cosmetics, so it's quite a strong grapefruit seed extract, so it does work. That's very natural. Another product that is very popular is GeoGuard, and again, I sell quite a bit. This is EcoCert. Then we also have Neopress, which is one of the common ingredients. I'll put the name up on the link again. And this is stronger again. And then for purely 100% natural again is Lucidel Max, which is absolutely awesome for creams, but it's not as strong, so you need to add a higher percentage of product to it to preserve. So I really love, as I said, the grapefruit seed extract for my own personal product line. So I'm going to set everything up, and then I'm going to show you how I make my creams and lotions. So I'm going to make one cream and see what you think. So today I decided to make an eye cream, a light eye cream that is really good for firming the skin around the eyes. So I have everything pre-weighed here, and I'm going to talk about each one right now. So for the emulsifying wax, I chose the olive oil Avonate, 10 grams. In this jar, we have the oil component, which is Naturederm C5, which is an MCT oil, and it's basically 8 grams of that. It's very light for the skin around the eyes. For the water component, we have 3 products. 60 grams of distilled water, and of course you can replace that with a hydrosol. Cucumber would be very good here. And then we have hyaluronic acid. As I said, I can never say that. And hyaluronic acid, we have 6 grams. And then we have this, which is a seaweed gel, which is awesome for firming the skin around the eyes. And there's 8 grams in there. The preservative I'm going to use is grapefruit seed extract, 2 grams. And then I've also got, it's like 0.4 gram of this Lilac concealer, which is great for concealing dark circles around the eyes. And we're going to put some essential oils in as well. So I'm going to put each of these, so the oil and wax is going one. So these are going to go in the emulsifier, and goes in there. And the rest will go into here. We'll put these to one side. And then we're going to heat everything up. We have a Bain Marie here. So I'm going to literally put the bottle in there and heat it up on the cooker, on the stove. So these are now ready to be heated up, and then when we've got them to approximately the same temperature, then we're going to mix them together. So we've melted them down. This is the oil and wax, and this is the water component. So I'm literally going to pour that in there and then mix. I'm going to now put in this concealer powder. Just adding the preservative. And now I'm going to use my essential oil blend. Now I do have a specific blend. Often I make my essential oil blends in advance. This is a mix. For firming the skin around the eyes, I'm only going to use 9 gram total of essential oil blend. So oils that firm the skin around the eyes is cypress, lemon is very good, lavender also. I think that's enough. So very little essential oil is in this blend. So maximum 9 drops. And you can see the beautiful color that it's coming out. I'm just going to let that cool down. And then pour it into the pot. It's tricky when you're making small amounts like this, but that is basically one good recipe that works very well for firming the skin around the eyes. So if you wanted to add in your 9 drops, you could do say 3 drops of cypress, 3 drops of lemon and 3 drops of lavender, and that would be enough. And this makes approximately 2 jars of product. So this is a 50 ml jar. So this is my finished product. I've labeled it and put a label on top, and still a little bit runny, but it will firm up later on. And to use it, I just pump it out, and you can see it's got a beautiful color to it. Smells lovely, and I'm going to use this for myself. So I'm going to use it around the eyes and just underneath the eyes as well. So that is our Lilac eye serum, cream, lotion, whatever you wish to call it. I would say an eye lotion. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I will put the recipe in the link below so that you can see make the recipe for yourself. And it makes 2 jars. This would be going into the 2nd jar. So stay beautiful and have a great day wherever you may be, and it's bye for now.